Imagine a loaf of bread with raisins, then baking it in the oven. See how slowly the raisins move away from each other as the loaf of bread expands. This is how the expansion of the universe works. Hi, and this is the expanding universe theory. But what is the expanding universe theory? The expanding of the universe is the increase in distance between any two given gravitationally unbound parts of the observable universe with time. In 1929, an American astronomer named Edwin Hubble measured the relative distances of the visible brightness of a class of variable stars called Cephids, stars that brightens and dim periodically and varies in both temperature and diameter. When he plotted redshift, he found out that the redshift increased. Hence, the only explanation for this observation is that the universe was expanding. Before we start, here's a quick view of what will be discussed in this video. Key idea number 1. The universe which we live in is expanding before and after the Big Bang. Key idea number 2. Astronauts have discovered more than 2,500 other stars with planets orbiting them. Key idea number 3. Hubble's law. The observation of physical cosmology that galaxies are moving away from the Earth at speeds same as their distance. Key idea number 4. Redshift. Light travels to Earth from other galaxies. As the light from that galaxy gets closer to Earth, the distance between Earth and galaxy decreases, which causes the wavelength of that light to get longer, resulting in the color of red. And lastly, key idea number 5. A dark force is pulling galaxies apart that has been discovered by astronauts that causes the faster rate of expansion, which means there's an expansion happening.
Hey guys, it's me. I'm here to talk about the 5 key ideas of our expanding theory. For our first key idea, I will take you to space to witness the Big Bang. The universe was said to be born with a Big Bang, an explosion of highly concentrated energy. As we can see here, the universe started with a Big Bang and it is still expanding even now. Now for our next key idea, let us take a look at the stars. We discover new stars and galaxies because newer ones are always forming. As we can see here, there are a lot of young stars. It also answers why our universe isn't cramped, because it is in constant rate of expansion.
What is Hubble's law? Hubble's law is the observation in physical cosmology that galaxies are moving away from the Earth at speeds proportional to their distance. In other words, the farther they are, the faster they are moving from the Earth. Let me give you an example. This is the distance of stars in the current time. A million years now have passed, and the stars that were close to each other in the past have moved away from each other. This is one of the findings of Hubble, that the planets and the stars are moving away from each other. And you know what? It is caused by various galaxies expanding. Let's move on to the next key idea, the redshift and the blue shift. Here you can see two different colors of the star, the red and the blue. Can you tell why they have these colors? Well, according to Hubble, the red-shifted star depicts that it's moving away from you. The blue-shifted star is moving towards you. The color of a star determines the action it is doing. If the star is moving away from you, the longer the wavelength it will make. The longer the wavelength, the color that it produced is color red. While on the other hand, having a blue shifted wavelength means it is closer to us. Short wavelengths result in blue color. Quite shocking, right? The Hubble's law and the redshift and the blueshift are the other key ideas known to have been accepted for the theory of expanding universe. And there is also an additional key factor that will shock you, and it is the dark.
The fifth key idea, dark matter, energy, and force. Dark matter, energy, and force pulls galaxy apart that causes faster rates of expansion discovered by astronauts. More is unknown than is known. With how our universe expands, we know how much dark force there is, but everything is still a mystery. There is roughly a percentage of 68 to 70% of dark energy in the universe and 25 to 27% of dark matter. The difference between the birth of the universe and the present reveals the rate of expansion. This diagram shows that the more shallow the curve, the faster rate of its expansion. The curve changes from 7.5 billion years ago when objects in the universe went apart at a faster rate. This leaves the astronomers that these expansion rates are due to a mysterious dark force that pulls galaxies apart. Well, that concludes all of our key ideas to prove our chosen theory, the expanding universe theory, is true.